We're good. We're here to talk about how I hate life and everything's the worst. I hope you guys are ready for a tale of woe and despair, unlike anything you've ever heard anywhere on the internet. Get your handkerchiefs, possibly go and dig a hole in the backyard and get a coffin, because what I have to tell you may cause you to drop stone dead. So before we do that, I should probably say hello to everybody here in the chat so that they're immortalized before this tale of woe is their undoing. All right, so what's up, Kentucky, Jess, Eng, Nathan, James P, Superglass, Carly, DJ Longhair, Yamagoro, Gossett, Beasley, Shelton, Butcher, Devin, Picard, Mike F, Martin, TCG Dude, Caleb, Error, Bone Kit. What's up? Oh, DJ Longhair. I'm poor, but I'll get the cheer up fun started. You lord of the board, buddy. You're not poor. You're rich in spirit. You're rich in spirit. Oh, okay. Gentle now, baby. We gotta be real gentle. Okay. Everything is a risk for me today. And we'll get into that. Look at that's terrible. Terribly written. Oh, well. That's what you get. Oh. What up? Username Peter, Craig, Shipman, Char, Seth Juggalum. How you? Oh, good. Yes, please let my jaw start with me now, too. All right. Just so everybody here isn't on high alert, you don't need to be concerned that something truly momentously bad has happened, okay? This is just life kicking me in the dick that, you know what? You're probably going to get some laughs out of it because I'm going to present it in a laughable way as well. So buckle up. Life sucks all the dicks and it hates me today. And you guys can laugh at my misfortune. You can laugh at the terribleness of my existence today. My flip-flop sleeping was nothing. I would take that if that's all that was going to happen today. But I got robbed. The universe setting me up. I've been in pain all day, like miserably. I don't handle pain well. I've been like, I can't even help it. Like Carly has way more pain than me, and she just walks around like it's nothing. I somehow can't make it through life. Bro, whatever. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's start with the series of disappointments. So first of all, I had bad sleep, right? Which, whatever, what are you going to do? But today was also the culmination of a sequence of bad breakfasts where basically I like to have 3 strips of bacon and an egg for my breakfast. Like lunch and dinner, I like variety, but the bedrock of my existence is a fat blast of greasy protein at the start of the day, right? Like I'm going to cram that in me. So, oh, it fucking hurts, man. Oh, God. I got a lot of strengths. One of my weaknesses, I have a very low tolerance for pain, and I can't help but make pained little noises like a little bitch all the time. So every morning, 3 strips of bacon, 1 egg. And then every once in a while, an extra strip of bacon to celebrate something. Or if it's just, the pack's about to be empty, there's 1 strip left, slap it in there, we're good, right? That kind of a vibe. TCG family says, bacon is as bacon does. Feel better, my friend. Sending lots of love. Had a dream I was fighting a demon all last night. One of those weeks, I fought a demon today. The demon who's the culmination of sadness. And bacon is as bacon does. Listen to this tale of woe. So, I have had mediocre bacon for 8 days in a row now. It hit home today where I went, this bacon I'm eating is mediocre. And I will explain to you what I mean by that. The bacon, right? So the idea is you cook 3 strips of bacon, deliciousness, and then you use the fat from that bacon to fry the egg, right? You take the bacon, you put it on a paper towel, take all the bacon fat that's extra off there because I don't need that, and leave the bacon fat in the pan to cook the egg. And that's the setup for supreme glory. So, I mean, normally the only hiccup is when I cook my egg, I like it over easy. And that takes a little bit of delicate finessing, right? You got to flip-flop it at the right moment in the right way, because you can end up kind of jorking the egg and ripping it, and just then it's spilling out, and you're sitting there and you got to try and use the spatula to lift the side. I'm the levy, I will save you, egg, right? Like that's normally the problem. Break stop. Do I like my bacon crispy or chewy? I used to be a chewy, limp dick bacon man, where I wanted the bacon like chewy, and if it was crispy at all, I had a problem. But actually being a live streamer on YouTube changed the way I consume bacon, because I can't help but run my mouth for so long and not pay attention to the bacon because I'm talking to you guys, that the bacon would always, oh, Jesus. Okay. So the bacon would just get crispy, and then I started to get a taste for it, and that's just like the normal way. I gotta wait for my breathing to get back to normal, man. God damn. Oh, okay. So, TCG family, guys, F's in the chat right now. You had Bob's Bacon? Bob's Bacon is like the lowest shelf giant tiger bacon I've ever seen. The only thing that I would ever consider buying Bob's Bacon for is straight up just getting the bacon fat from it, if it renders down half decently. But alas, my friends, that's where we're going to find the tragedy starts with this story. The lack of sleep. Oh, God, careful with the arms, buddy. The lack of sleep is one thing, but then the bacon, it just kind of hits home. I'm like, every day for the last like week, the bacon has just been kind of like flavorless and weak. You cook it in the pan and it coughs up no bacon fat, like no bacon fat, to the point where it's just like char on the pan afterwards. And it's not because I'm cooking it at too high a heat. Like, most of the time when I bacon on there, there's a little ocean and I'd be saving up the bacon fat, but this was no fat city or whatever. So it's missing the fat. It's missing that greasy deliciousness, whatever it is. So the bacon sucks. And there's not enough bacon fat to get bacon taste on the egg. So I'm eating regular tasting egg and bacon that doesn't taste like really like bacon. But I'm not eating Bob's Bacon. I'm not eating the no-name brand bacon. I don't know which of the two it is, but we have like Maple Leaf, we have Schneider, stuff like that. Whatever, like, you just wait until it's on sale or whatever, right? And it's never really a problem. But I think this is the first time in my life where I've ever had 2 back-to-back packs of like mediocre bacon, to the point where I'm like, this is just like, what's even the point of eating this bacon? But it gets worse. It gets worse. I am having my bacon breakfast. I'm having this mediocre, sad breakfast. And then the gods were like, all right, let's kick him in the dick, bro. Let's do this. So on the first strip of bacon, there's like the tiniest piece that gets like lodged in my throat, but it's not causing any problems other than an extreme awareness. Now, not recently, but previously, I had some genuine problems where like I had to go and get some pills from my doctor to help what was going on with my throat, and food would genuinely get caught, to the point where like I was like, am I about to die eating this? Like, I literally, is this food about to kill me? So the doctor, I didn't like that. The doctor, I gotta be careful with the laughter. The doctor gave me the pills, that stuff got sorted, but my brain is still like, stuff gets lodged in the throat. So I'm sitting there and I can feel that it's there. And intellectually, I'm like, there's zero threat to my existence. I'm breathing normally. I'm literally conversing with Carly. It's just there. But you know how at a certain point, your like natural defense mechanisms or whatever it is, they basically go out. It's going out, bro. It is going out. And I'm just like, well, I wouldn't even call it throwing up in this case. Like, that's not what my brain was going. It's like, we got to cough this little chunk out just so we can move on with our day, because otherwise we're on high alert. So I get up to go and do this, and my brain's like already doing it. You know when you're walking home and you really need to take a dump, and you get to the corner of your street and your house is way down the fucking street. Your house is way down the street, but your ass doesn't care. It just, as soon as it sees your house, it relaxes and it's like, sphincter, no, stay tight. We gotta hustle, son. You know that kind of maneuver where you're like, how does this work? Like, no, we are not where we need to be to calm down, body. We're still on red alert. Move, move, move. So my body's doing one of those with the cough up thing where I'm going like, yo, I'm gonna go cough this up. And Carly's cheering me on. She's like, go cough it up. But by saying that, it accelerated the process in my brain. So I'm hoofing it to the fucking bathroom, right? But this stuff is coming up. So I do this weird fucking leap squat over the toilet and cough this shit up. And I wrench my back in the most ungodly fashion. And I'm like, yo, this is throwaway garbage bacon. And I threw it up and I threw up my fucking back. This is pathetic. This is fucking like, I just standing like, and I start walking down the hallway, and I'm walking down the hallway and Carly doesn't even know that I've messed up my back, right? And she's just like, you forgot to flush the toilet after you threw up in there. And I'm like, thank you. And then I just turned around and walked back down the hall. Everything has been a fucking nightmare, man. I took my socks off at one point, and then when I went to put them back on, I'm like, how do you put socks on with this body? How is it even possible? I had to figure out a maneuver that involved like rolling on the bed and monkey footing the fucking, I've got to monkey foot it halfway up and do like a side maneuver. I was like, God, what a joke of a human body. So yeah, man, I lost the first strip coughing it up, and then I just went and ate a cold, sad, flavorless meal while my back just fucking hurt. It was the worst, man. It was the worst. And laughing about it hurts. Like, oh, man. I haven't been able to do shit today. Legit, remember how we were in the void? I can't pull the green screen up. I have subjects I wanted to talk about in a video. Guess what? Can't get the shit set up to record. I can't stand in front of the camera for 15 minutes and go, great, one of those fucking arm swings, any of that shit. No, this body is a fucking joke. It's a nightmare. How the fuck, like, oh, man. Didn't immediately put socks on. That was hours later, York. Alas, York, it was hours later. The fuck do you think I did? I just had this bacon that sucked. Time to put my socks on. No, I've needed socks on later to go outside to figure out if I had enough strength to fucking leap off the goddamn balcony. Spoiler, I don't. All I can do is hold the fucking sidebar like a ballerina. Oh, it hurts. Oh. Man, I wanted to have some Kool-Aid, but here's the thing. The tub of Kool-Aid is this fucking big. Oh, I'm seizing up thinking about it. And it's on the floor. So I'm just like, oh no. So, like, I dropped stuff on the floor today. That belongs to the floor now. That's the floor's. I'm never getting it back. Forget it. Like, I was sitting there going, how did I get the socks on at the beginning of the day? I'm like, oh yeah, at the beginning of the day, I had a normal functioning human body. All I did was slightly squat and try and projectile vomit the saddest bacon ever. And now it's ruinous. And who knows how long this is gonna, what, is this for fucking days? I got the pre-release on Friday. I want to go and play in the Lord of the Rings pre-release. Like, I ate mediocre bacon for fucking 8 days straight, and the 8th day was punctuated by it trying to end my life, and then it just fucking my back up, man. Like, seriously fucking my back up. I've been trying all kinds of dumb shit. I got in the fucking shower and ran hot water in it. I tried laying in the bed with the fucking special pill that Carly uses when her back's fucked up. It made my back worse. I didn't even know I was gonna get out of the bed. I was just like, oh my God, I need 6 fucking stout dudes to fucking man my body for me. Just grab a limb and make it work. And one of you clap a hand over my mouth because I'm going to keep making pathetic fucking mewling sounds. So, somebody work the butt cheeks and fucking thrust, all right? We need 6 stout men to man the bellows. I'm the bellows. Oh, man. Ugh. This isn't even the first time I've fucked my back up in a ridiculous way. Although at least this one doesn't feel as ridiculous. The attempting not to throw up on my floor and leap through time and space to vomit into a toilet is better than when I fuck my back up picking up a box of tissues with 1 tissue in it. I was like 23. I picked up a box of tissues that had 1 tissue in it. My box was like, fuck you, buddy. My back was like, fuck you. It's like, what? How? Why? Clearly, I need to exercise. My body is like a bunch of rotten rubber bands just pulled as tight as they can go. I need a fucking big, fat, angry Swedish lady to just punch my fucking muscles hard. And then if I start to get excited, go, there's no fucking happy endings here, and smack me in the face, and then the pain will fucking make me disengorge, and we can go right back to her working the knots and the muscles. Cause it ain't about the sex, it's about the fucking flex, boy. That's it. Oh, don't laugh too hard, cause it will hurt. What a nightmarish existence. I cope with things through fucking comedy and through laughter. The more I laugh, the more I hurt myself. Send him a geriatrics kit with a life alert. Oh, if only that was a fucking joke, man. I do need it. Help, I've fallen. I can't get up. Help, I've given up on life. I'm like that dude in the fucking Radiohead video. I'm laying on the ground. Don't ask me why. I don't want to tell you and have you give up too. Oh. Cthulhu, well, you know what, buddy? Good on your back pain getting better. But that doesn't help my back, right? It's just like if you fucking pork somebody's mom last night. That doesn't drag... No! That doesn't drain my ball bag. Oh... Nathan, your sedentary lifestyle has reached the point where your body's setting into a pile of rot. You need to start getting more exercise. I realized what I need to do is get into a competition, an exercise competition with somebody where I can just feel like I'm cheating to get ahead. And that will, like, spur it on more. That's the best thought I've had so far, Nathan. Dante, life hates you too. Oh, you think I'm a little depressed too? Well, I mean, it's entirely possible. I've lost people I care about lately. Other people's lives are not in the best place and stuff. There's just a lot. Life is doing a lot. So, yeah, maybe I'm not mentally in the best place. But whatever, right? I'm not, like, actually laying on the floor, like, needing a full-on, like, fucking help and shit. You know what I mean? I think it's, like, a normal level. A normal level of garbage body. Plus, just bad things happen in life, and it's okay to feel down when down shit's been happening, right? And I get to hang out with you guys and have a good time. Life is mostly good, and if you ask Carly, most of the time, I'm pretty positive, I think. Or she'll lie and tell you that if it's not the case. Carly, you better lie in case it's not the... Don't make me look like I'm wrong. Don't make me look like I'm wrong. Yorick, you had a hernia surgery and you fucked it up by laughing about a meme on the internet once? Bro, I get it. Like, I legit came up with an advertisement for Grand Archive that says, smell your opponent get hard, smell your opponent get hard from across the table. And, oh God, why did I say that? I'm putting myself in danger right now. I'm such a fucking idiot. I know this shit. Oh, when I first thought of it, I was on the bus and I was just listening to music, like bobbing my head. And I was thinking about, like, I'm supposed to do something on Grand Archive, but I haven't played the game yet. I'm like, what if I just made a video where I just showed tits and ass from Grand Archive and just talked about, like, gameplay aspects, but knew nothing about the game. And then just went like, erect your Grand Archive, throb against your hardest opponents, and just shit like that. And then when I got to the smell your opponent get hard from across the table, I started cackling like a fiend on a bus full of people, like at the top of my lungs, uncontrollably, until my throat was fucking raw, because it's such an absurdity. Like, even now, I feel it wanting to bubble up out of me, because it's such an absurd statement, and I love it. I love it. Nathan says, but tonight I'm hanging out here instead. Hell yeah, buddy. And you lord of the board, boy. So yeah, you got to be careful. You got to be careful about the laughing and fucking yourself up, right? Yup, you're speaking the truth, bro. Working out absolutely would help. And starting out light and, like, making small increases is the way to go. And you're also correct that you would be surprised at the progress you'll make. Because I've done that in the past with Carly, where for a month we stuck with doing yoga. You know, that yoga with Adrian, Shavasana, face the sun, check my bum, that kind of stuff, you know? Do the downward facing dog. But not like the kind you see on the hub where the jugs fall out, right? And so, oops, sorry, senpai. I'm just trying. Let me focus on a different kind of yoga. You need more chest exercises. So yeah, a month of doing yoga, and I noticed a difference. We also did a month of like Sean T's fucking insanity max shit or whatever, where he's like, "Hey, slide to the left, slide to the right. It's your body," and shit like that. Like, so I noticed that if you do exercise regularly, you get genuine improvements. And I have made some improvements in terms of adding extra exercise into my life, in terms of like walking up flights of stairs instead of taking elevators, stuff like that. But I haven't incorporated enough back strengthening, shoulder, and arm exercises. So my lower body is good from taking the stairs, and also just from having like a gigantic fat dong, the weight of that. It's all, my legs have to be fucking fat and strong to accommodate just for that, right? So the legs aren't really an issue. Every day is fucking leg day when you got a hammer like mine. But the fucking upper torso needs some beefage. Some beliefage. God, it says it's amazing how a kid goes from crying to feeling great after they get candy and stickers. Bro, if you change stickers to like a fucking J, and I'm crying, and you come to me, actually, fuck it. If you give me candy stickers and like, here you go, here's a J, I'll be like, oh, okay, I'm okay now. Oh, fuck, hell. Fuck. Oh. Barks 12-ounce curls. Bro, carrying cases of Barks. That's one way. Oh, don't laugh. I know this is the biggest crime for me, is that like I'm naturally geared to make you guys and me laugh, and it's like a ticking time bomb. Like this morning, right afterwards, I was saying to Carl, I didn't even get to eat my fucking bacon. Like I just wanted to eat my breakfast, and instead I threw it up, and then on top of that, I fucked up my back, and now I'm sad, and my bacon sucks, and it's cold, and it's just. It's so miserable. It's so miserable. Millmaster, Daddy needs more drug money. Yes, Daddy needs back medication. He definitely does. Oh no. Oh. Breathe, Whitney Houston. Daniel, do a pull-up assist machine. Shit changed my life. Bro, I don't care what you call your fucking... I don't care what you call those. I've seen them on the fucking hub with the rotating arm that sucks your dick. I don't know how anybody can actually... It's got to be really good, because I don't know how you take it seriously when you fucking think you're in a Marilyn Manson or Tool video, right? You know? Yeah, the core. That's right, Hugh. Honestly, like, I've always had a kind of a fucked up back, but the reality is I used to move around a lot of magic boxes and other stuff, and I've messed up my back before, but I used to get more exercise. Now I don't have anything that requires me to physically exercise the upper half of my body, so I have to actively take steps to do something, or I'm gonna atrophy hardcore, you know? It's already fucking happened. I'm already weaker than I was. I know it because I pick up a box and go, this feels heavier than before, and it's like, yeah, that's not how physics work, dickhead. This didn't get heavier. That's not possible. Magic cards at rest don't gain like mass or weight, do they? Numpty. So what is the fucking logical conclusion? What's Occam's razor say, dickhead? Is it that the universe has changed and this box weighs more? Or is that you're a lazy sack of fucking shit and you got noodle boy arms and a weak fucking back that is twingelingen? Ooh, man. Tomorrow stream perp and traction live from the void. No, I need to be okay. I need to be okay. I want to go to the pre-release. I'm going to the pre-release. I don't even care. I don't even care if my back hurts. Nothing's stopping me from going and getting my copy of the fucking Shire and shit. Right? I'm getting my bundle too. As long as they're there then. I'm getting a bundle and a pre-release kit. I'm fucking stoked, man. I want to enjoy some magic. I woke up today. I want you guys to understand something. We all got fucked. We all got fucked. I woke up today with fun ideas for the live stream tonight based on pure joy. I'm like, yo, why don't we just have fun? Why don't we just have fun tonight? Why don't we see this fucking Ice Age deck? I was going to do a full nostalgia stream. I made a playlist of nostalgia music from the 90s, from the Ice Age era, so that if you wanted to get into the music that I listened to at the time this stuff was around, like I'm curating a playlist, and I still intend to do this, but that was going to be today's events. I literally cannot physically manipulate a deck of cards to show them to you in this state. It's pretty fucking pathetic and also funny at the same time. I literally can't show you the box. Fuck you, Seth. It ain't the cost of the voodoo spell. That voodoo spell probably didn't even do anything. Your sack is still 2 sizes too small. You still don't have the nuts to be a pal and pay up. See? That was fucking clever what I did there. Daddy needs drug medicine for his back. I'm gonna start doing the fucking heroines. All right, if that's what it takes. Oh. Oh, Jess, you think it's wizards sticking needles in a voodoo doll? It's reverse voodoo. Oh, man. You know what, Seth? There is that. At least we are at the end of the day. That's true. That's true. Get a fight. Millmaster, you don't know how it works in Canada. Fucking 500? Bro. 10. That's how much they're allowed to put in, bro. 10. I'd have to eat 50 to do what you're talking about. Oh. Kelly, Tens machine. Carly has one of those. I'm pretty sure. Yorick, don't worry, man. I'm not looking to do any of that. I don't mess around with prescription pills or anything like that. Like, I've been given prescription pills by my dentist, for example, when I got my wisdom teeth yanked out. And the thing is, I like getting fucked up, but I like to do it off of herb. Anything else, not my thing. So with the pain pills, it was like, I'm not going to take these. You end up getting addicted to that shit. I've got an addictive personality. I must stay away from everything addictive. I absolutely must. I understand myself inherently, which means I reefer. That's it. Because reefer's not addictive, bro. That's the deal, right? You can be like, I like it a lot, but it's not like addictive, right? So even the package of warnings from the government don't say it. They're like, we can't even say it's addictive. We can be like, you could get a dependency on it. Like, you can feel like you need to have it, bro, but it's not an addiction. So that's the kind of stuff I can have in my life because my level is like that, right? I'm full tilt about everything. Yo, I'm into this game. I want every careful with the arms, dickhead. I get a game. I want all the expansions for it, all that shit, right? So yeah, I don't mess around with any crazy hard stuff. It's not my style. I don't even drink. I don't like it. I don't like it. Millmaster, it's like, are you addicted to your heart meds? Are you addicted to life? Seth, you don't know how to access the wish list? It's in the description of the live stream. Oh, there, Carly's sharing the link right there. That's even easier. No, that pill stuff messes people up, man. People get hooked on that stuff hardcore, so it's unfortunate. Life ain't easy, and pain is a real motherfucker, and I'm like super, super intolerant to pain, so I get anybody who's like, yo, I need to flee this shit. People have a high pain tolerance. I'm envious of you. I have a low pain tolerance and a high fucking aptitude for whining when I'm in pain. Did I ever dabble in Warhammer? I had a bit of Warhammer stuff. Yeah. Oh, hold on. You know what I just noticed? There's this. Let me just stretch this out. Oops. What did I do here? Make that fit the screen a bit better because we got that black bar in between. I didn't even notice. All right. I messed around with a little bit of Nurgle and like Nurgle for Warhammer and well, it's 40k, and then the Idenith Deepkin, the Soul Elves, when it comes to like regular. Oh, I guess they changed that to Age of Sigmar, right? So, oh man, oh god, I need like a robo spine. I need somebody to Mortal Kombat me and just be like, yoink it out and put a new one in. Shorio! I'm temporarily not okay, but I'm going to be absolutely fine. So you can scrub back to earlier in the stream if you want to listen. There's partially what happened funny, so don't worry. And or you can wait until I upload it over on Hatcher later, because this stream will go up later. But yeah, the stream title is my hyperbolic sort of hey, everything sucks because like I'm in pain and bad shit happened today and I got I just feel like it's like a tick. It looks like when I go candy is code for drugs. Hell yeah it is. Does anybody else sometimes when you see rheumatoid arthritis think of rhubarb arthritis? Char, I don't know if I answered your question, but I have Bark's root beer tonight, buddy. Yorick, well, bro, you know what? Part of the addictive personality, I think, is when you understand it, it's easier, right? Like, if you know you're apt to do something and you're aware of it, it can be easier to keep it in control, I think, right? It's not obviously a failsafe, but I am very cognizant of my addictive personality. It means I want to, like, when I find a new song that I like, I want to listen to it like fucking 20 times. And, you know, it's like, and it ramps up in all kinds of different ways. Like, yo, when I meet somebody I really like, I want to spend like, yo, I want to be around you all the time because I'm a maniac. I want, like, filled to the brim. I'm fucking sensation gorger, like the positive ones. The negative ones I want to flee from. By the way, Millmaster, I got to give you credit, buddy. The idea for the Ice Age stream plus the nostalgic music from the 90s and shit was you saying, and I didn't know if it was a true statement or not, but I decided to roll with it anyways, was saying that the most powerful positive emotion is nostalgia. And I'm like, I have no idea if that's true, but it is a powerful emotion, and I can harness that for my own good. So I went on a traipse back down into 90s alternative music, because that was what I was really into back in those days. Started to build a playlist and do everything like built around that. So it's you get the inspiration credit for putting the seed in there, bro. Okay, check your drugs. I will. Oh yeah. Yeah, ridiculously sized candy indeed. All right, Millmaster's taking the board and Fat Jonga style. You're the man, buddy. I'm legit. Like, tomorrow, I'm gonna get some good shit for my back, hardcore. Cause yeah, holy fuck, dude. All right, ain't nobody taking the board from you tonight. I can say that. Kelly, yeah, you know what? You're saying you got like fibromyalgia, and you know, like you're talking about a TENS machine. You're talking about Voltaren gel. I know all this shit from Carly, because Carly's fibromyalgia. She has a bunch of stuff like that too. So she has all this stuff. Okay. Oh god. Okay. That's good enough. Kimakashi, am I upset I won't win the lottery? You gotta be more specific. Are we getting like, do you mean like the Lord of the Rings lottery? Or do you mean like the lottery? Because like, I got news for you, son. I bought a fucking spin to win ticket, right? Cost me $5. I scratched it off. There was 3 lemons. Says I won $5. So I already won the lottery. How's that fucking feel? Oh my goddamn back. I already won the fucking lottery, bro. Suck on that, truth. Didn't see that coming, did you? You're just like, I'm going to say, how does it feel about not winning the laundry? You didn't win the laundry. Are you upset? I don't even have laundry, but I did win the lottery. Besides, I'm going to say this, man. My back hurts. Stop me from saying my cheesy shit. I already won the lottery by having all these awesome people come hang out with me. Ha ha. I could say sappy shit like that because I like you guys. My back. Fuck. What up, Rumbler? Welcome to the jungle. We've got a N64 Rumble Pack. I hope you got a bunch of batteries, you motherfucker. Fuck, man. I feel like I need like Lamaze and giving birth. Seth, for some reason it won't let you ship to the gift registry. What? Are you trying to pick something off the wish list and do it like differently or whatever? Fear is the most powerful negative emotion. Well, that is absolutely believable. Fear motivates like nothing else, right? Like nothing else. Char, you're making a board game with your friends. It's a card game. If I want, you can send me an alpha version of it. I mean, there's no harm. Maybe it will help me get over being sad about not winning the lottery or the laundry. Oh, no, it's fucking, listen, Liberty. It's called Made. And I legit, actually, earlier today, was thinking to myself, I'm like, maybe I'm going to toss some Made jokes in here. For real. That's it. It's like he said he wanted a maid. It's like, no, I said I wanted maid. Not a maid. I want maid. Does he want to be in the mafia? It wants to be maid? No. I want maid. Oh. Oh, okay, Seth. I see what's going on. The wish list, you can only ship things from the wish list using the wish list. Otherwise, you have to like put in the P.O. box. But if you're doing it from like Amazon.com, it may be a seller who's not willing to sell it, or there may be some other thing. You know what? If it's something that you want to see on the wish list and you already have like the link to it, just email it to me. Send it to themagichistorian@gmail.com. And then later on, either I or Carly can add it to the list if it's actually available in this area. All right. Sure, yo. So much for your plan of taking the board and saying fuck you, Mill. Not tonight. Not tonight. Jensen. Oh, you got yourself some Barks out of the last stream. Wow. Cheers to that, bro. Barks is awesome. Silky, how did Fibblethip get there? Well, he once was lost, but now is found by my amazing grace. I can't believe I just made an amazing grace joke. It's been 6 long years, but I finally fucking did it. Through amazingness and gracefulness, I amazingly and gracefully made an amazing grace joke. Oh no, don't cough, please. Oh, thank you. What up, Habanero? How you doing, buddy? Fibblethip should have a Waldo secret lair. That'd be cool. I'd be cool with that. Lasagna, well, here's the good news. Your fucking opinions don't mean shit on anything. So the fact that you think he needs multiple cards or whatever, I'll tell you what, bro, here's the deal. You're right, Millmaster does deserve an extra reward, and I've decided it's you sucking his dick. So Millmaster, fucking lasagna destroyer, is going to call your fucking dick lasagna and destroy it, bro. I've just decided that. That's how that works. You can decide fucking rewards for other people and all this other shit. So get to it, buddy. You can coordinate that however you want. Talk through the Discord, figure out how you're going to get there, and clean his fucking chungus with your mouth, bro. Maybe that'll teach you a lesson on fucking thinking before you type. Some people would be like, he's probably saying that because, let's be very clear, don't even give my fucking back hurting credit for that shit. I could say that on any night. On any night. Millmaster's excited. He's, whoa, 4 dots. Really? Really? That's not a thing. That's just a made up word. That's one of those words that, like, you say it and people are like, well, that's this. No, that's this. No, that's this. So, have fun with that. Habanero, you're obsessed with the new anime and sent it to Carly. Oh, is this another one about kissing pop cans and turning them into your girlfriend? Is this another kiss the can, turn it into your girlfriend? All words are made up. So are you, Error. So are you. You're made up. You're made out of atoms that are vibrating in an annoying fashion. So go and kiss an elk directly on its anus. Feel the pulsing of your lips as the moose anus, elk, whatever you pick. I don't care. Some kind of fucking quadruped or whatever. Just give it a sweet little Christmas kiss in the middle of summer. Username, don't bring your physics in here. Don't tell people that. No, that takes away the fun. Nothing ever technically touches. What? You can never fully unite. Steel cans are best cans. Which was wait, wasn't the steel can the one that looked like the little girl? That was so weird. There's a show, guys, there's an anime called Aki Can. And it's about pop cans that turn into women when you're drinking. I don't know how you take Lonely Boy anime and crank it up to 15, but they fucking did. So it's like this guy is drinking from a can of pop, but then the can of pop turns into a chick. So it's like a chick and a can of pop at the same time. So she runs out of fucking carbonation and he has to like recarbonate her and like fucking breathe into her. And like she's his like pop can girlfriend, right? But then like it happens again with another can, but this one's like a little fucking like a little underage fucking redheaded one. Looks like she's in the Girl Scouts or some shit. And it's like she's like a steel can, but the other one's an aluminum can. And they both are he's gonna have like a can harem or something, but steel cans and aluminum cans like fight each other. It's just this, like, that's when I left, by the way. That, like, when that second can chick showed up and I was like, I was already gonna leave, but now I'm ultra leaving. Like, I'm so out of here. Is that the kind of anime recommendations I'm looking for? Lonely Boy? No, I want good ones. I want good animes. There's a pigeon dating sim. Not only is there a pigeon dating sim, but one of the pigeons is a doctor who plans to fucking murder you. You think I don't know about that shit, man? I'm well versed in all kinds of crazy shit on the internet. I've been everywhere and nowhere at the same time. Wish I was nowhere right now. Fuck this back, man. But yeah, like a pigeon dating simulator is a fucking wild concept. How's the 90s sitcoms going? Frasier is still rocking hard. That show has got great writing and delivers entertainment in absolutely every episode. I'm astounded at how regularly that show delivers genuine entertainment. So Frasier has moved up the ranks of sitcoms, in my opinion, by like a massive, massive amount. It's insane. It's like, oh wow, I can't believe, like, I didn't realize how awesome this shit was before, you know? So that one's good. News radio is kind of eh. And then that's it really right now for like 90s sitcoms, because we're right into we've just been watching Frasier nonstop. And Cthulhu, yeah, honestly, it is one of the greatest spin-offs ever made, and they put the effort into it with a good team of writers and stuff. Millmaster, did I already say my 90s alternative playlist? No, I'm like making it as a playlist that you'll be able to access it. So what I'll do is I'll give you a link and all the songs will be preloaded in the playlist. So you can just listen to it, whatever, like all of it, whichever ones you want, you can skip through. I'm not going to type out a list of names or tell you them. I'm literally just going to give you a link to all of it. It'll be like in the description of the live stream. The nostalgic 90s jams to go with the Ice Age era opening, right? We're gonna fucking elevate that shit. Nathan, yeah, it's the Cheers spinoff, and it's fucking great. I didn't care that much for Cheers. I never got into it, that's why. So we could totally go back and actually get into Cheers, because it's definitely not a bad show, and the few episodes we watched were entertaining, but Frasier is just killing it. It's killing it. Stoic, I know, I feel the same way. I feel like 90s was a golden era, but I also am like, are we just saying that because like hindsight is like, oh, the rosy glasses of like everything's great or whatever, you know? It's like we get to pick some of the gems from back then, but also like nowadays there's like a million things being made. Like instead of a television network having to go, okay, we have to come up with banger shows. We only have 24 hours in a day, and a lot of those hours we're not even using once we get past 2 a.m, right? So we need banger shows. But now they can make a million shows, and they can all just suck donkey dicks. You know, they can be like, check it out. Here's The Mandalorian. Oops, it sucks now. Go watch Boba Fett. You know Boba Fett, the overzealous mercenary murderer who was known for like, yo, don't disintegrate these people, you mad dog crazy. You know that? Well, we're going to make a show where he's like a hero, kind of now. He's a good guy who follows all the orders of a little girl. And it's just like, the fuck happened? Silky Wilkie says, why is milk pasteurized but not carbonated? Seems like there could be a market like fizzy ice cream. I will tell you why milk is not carbonated. Just reading that made me want to like bludgeon you, bro. I was like, mate, stop him. Hit him with a... Oh, wow. Even yelling too loud. Really? Wow. Okay. So, yeah. Get him. Hit him with a bat. Fucking carbonated milk. That is one of the most hateful things I've ever heard, bro. That is awful. That is awful. Congratulations on coming up with something that is like genuinely disgusting. Like carbonated milk is oh. 20s, you think music stopped being a cash cow? Well, what about like what about now where music's a cash cow in terms of like BTS, where like BTS is this insane, is that the right name of the band? Don't they sing the ones who are like dynamite? Like swoosh cha-ching dynamite, and they just say a bunch of English shit that's a bunch of gibberish. I'm gonna drink some milk, high five, you know, like those are the fucking songs, but they're catchy as shit. So you just hear it and then you're in your fucking apartment going, I'm gonna drink some milk, high five, right? And it's like, this song is dog shit for lyrics, but it's super, super catchy. So they got all this super catchy music that's just designed to catch your ears and is dumb as fuck. Because K-pop is crazy, fuck your brain good. And then they have all these stupid little stuffed animals that girls fucking love. So they figured it out. They get all these fucking hot Asian dudes. And by hot Asian dudes, I mean chicks find them hot. They all look like ladies to me. Like, they all look like ladies to me. None of them have the fucking, like, rugged jaw of, like, the guy who's like, I live out on the fucking frontier. They all have, like, I'm gonna take your word for it that you have a dick. I hear you sing, and I see your face, and I think you don't. Like, I don't know if they stopped you from going through puberty or whatever, but they're all, like, beautiful ladies. You know what I mean? They're all, like, you put a dress on them. I might try and kiss up on them at the bar. You know what I mean? So you got these, like hyper feminine, gorgeous Asian fucking singy boys that the girls love. And then they fucking have these stuffed animals for each one of them, right? So like, it's these little cute little heart guy. Carly fucking loves it. Carly loves the one guy. His name's like Tata, where she's got like a fucking headband, a dumb little stuffy thing. Like, these motherfuckers know every angle. And if you think things are crazy now, we are moving into the most insane era in humanity, because AIs are going to fucking figure out things way faster than everything has ever been figured out. They're going to be able to analyze insane amounts of data, work endlessly, and ultimately we're going to end up with stuff that's produced to take advantage of the most basest aspects of human nature. Like, the Twitter making everybody mad at each other level shit is going to seem like nothing in comparison to what's coming. Welcome to fucking techno hell, boys. Get ready to your cyber ball sacks monitored by the government at all times, and if you have fucking wrong think, then they'll fucking squeeze your balls in little fucking metal bands that stops your ability to procreate. That's the fucking future. Have fun with that Shadowrun shit. Have fun having your nuts squeezed with cyber rings, bro. Oh, God. Oh, prescription medications are in a drinking water. Fuck yeah, Jungle Rumbler. Free drugs for everyone. All the kids on birth control. Yeah, let's get all the children on birth control. And fucking all kinds of other hormones and shit. Put the hormones in the milk so the fucking 11-year-olds can fucking dress up like 18-year-old hookers on Twitter. And you can go, what the fuck is going on with the world? What happened? What happened? Why are little girls internet hookers now? What the fuck happened? You should be in like overalls running through a fucking park. Like kids' stores shouldn't even be allowed to sell clothing this fucking whorish. What happened? What the fuck happened? What the fuck happened? Who the fuck designed this clothing? When did we stop with the rope? When did we stop with the rope? You know, there's a limit. There's a limit in society. And I feel like, you know, I get it. We got our own fucking rules in society. Capital punishment, all that fucking shit is outlawed. And I get it. It's bad because, you know, what if you make a mistake? Wrong person gets it. That's bad. That's bad. But there's certain people who shouldn't be allowed to be part of society. And if you touch a kid, guess what? You're on that list. And I don't think that any more resources should be wasted on you. So I'd never say anything illegal, but let's say they change the law to say, well, now we're not letting the prisons handle it. Because that's how we do it now. We all pretend like we don't have a capital punishment system. And then the people in prison do what should have been done in the first place. And they remove the fucking problem. And this is a universal thing, too. I watched a series on prisons around the world. And one of them was a hellhole. And in the middle, there was a pool of water. And like, that's where we drown the people who do things to kids. And I was just like, fuck yeah, bro. Like, holy shit. I hate seeing people get hurt. Watching a fail compilation where it's like, if it looks like they put on the screen, nobody was harmed. And I'm like, the laws of physics say otherwise. Somebody was harmed and I'm unhappy and uncomfortable now. But there's no part of me that cares. When you're like that, my brain doesn't treat you like a human anymore. You're not a human. Sorry, there's something wrong with your wiring. You gotta go. And I don't care if anybody thinks that wrong. If anybody thinks that it's wrong for me to think that you being into kids and doing something about it means you gotta go, that's not me who's the problem, all right? You're defending the problem then. That shit is wild. Wild. Crazy. It's such a crazy world we live in, man. TCG family, I don't know what that is. What the hell's tuckwear? Is that where I jam my dick up and my ball bag up between my legs and hope that it doesn't fucking hurt? Like, how are you supposed to breathe when you sit on your sack, bro? Oh, somebody's a cranky boy tonight with his hurting back, eh? Yeah, I shot of the fails. Some of the fail videos where people just put their own stuff into it, and it's just like, what are you doing? And it's like, this is terrible. This is terrible. People who make fail compilations don't realize that they're irrelevant. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're not important. You're not part of the process. You're not adding a voice. You're not adding a vision. You're like, America's Funniest Home Videos used to be, here's people's videos with Bob Saget saying the most unfunny shit over it, which is a tragedy because Bob Saget's fucking hilarious, right? For real. That guy was genuinely funny. But he's saying the most unfunny shit ever. But what everybody realizes, you don't want that. Nobody wants stupid commentary over it. Just show us the fucking fails. That's all we want. And if you're somebody showing fails, you're not contributing anything. You are a fucking aggregator. That's it. You're not changing or adding anything. You're taking other people's stuff and stapling it together. It's amazing to see channels like that go, yo, hey, I just started a Patreon for my channel, and people going, who even are you? Like, they don't even know whose channel it is. And they're just like, what? I'm the guy who makes these fail videos. And people are like, why would I give anything to you on your fucking Patreon? I don't know you. I haven't connected with you. And you just lazily take other people's crap and staple it together. And they're just like surprised that they're getting that reaction. I mean, if you do something like, if you do something unique with it, but what are you doing? What are you doing? Like, you're not adding your voice to, you're not doing anything. There's nothing, literally nothing extra, right? Grimy, yup, magic's broken, bro, for sure. Drink carbonated milk. Never. Never. Altian, well, you know what? They're actually doing something in the reaction videos where they say like they're giving somebody an audience to watch something with. They're giving a little whatever it is. They're giving the human connection that people find to be at least of some value, right? While I find reaction content to be lazy and a lot of times just fucking stealing people's shit, like in terms of like, here's what I mean by that. If you just play somebody's video on like in its entirety and just sit in the corner and go, whoa, yeah, or laugh, you're just showing their content. You're literally stealing their content, right? If the original is unwatchable for what it is with what you've done with it, then that's fine. If you're pausing to talk about doing other things with it, but if you're literally showing the initial version, you're straight up stealing people's shit, bro. You know? You gotta do something to transform it. If it's not transformative, then you haven't done anything. That's my view on it, right? Like I would never just take fucking clips from other people talking about magic and stick it together and go, that's my fucking video. You know what I mean? You can take clips of other people talking about it and put them together to emphasize a point or give an idea of what's going on in the community, that kind of stuff. But a video that was literally just other people's videos stitched together and then acting like I fucking did something, right? You gotta add something into it. Silky Aussie Man's fucking hilarious, dude. That guy says hilarious shit. Jensen, don't want back tell you how I really feel? It's sad. My back hurts and I'm sad. Is that what you wanted to hear? Desolation. Yorick, do I think being on America's Funniest Video with potential prize back then or posting it online would be more lucrative? I mean, both are probably, if you only have one thing, not really going to get you anywhere, right? I guess, like, it's a lottery ticket with America's Funniest Home Videos. You send it in, and even if you make it to the small pool they select from, do you get anything, right? And then, if you, like, put it up online, how fast can you get it monetized? How fast are people going to be interested in it? You know, like, for how long, I mean. Lord Pepsi says Alpha Investments is jealous of Lord of the Rings sucking up market. Oh, so I thought I got all excited. I was like, what is Lord of the Rings sucking? And then it's like up market dollars. Well, I mean, if one thing is gonna make Rudy jealous, it's gonna be money, right? He's definitely always said he's about that fucking financial journey, so he's gonna want them dollars. He's gonna want them dollars. But can't he just get Lord of the Rings stuff to sell to people too? I don't know. I'm too busy just trying to manage my fucking sad little back, let alone pay attention to what's going on. I had all the stuff together for a news video and everything. I ended up fucking texting Moxman and bitching at him about his fucking thumbnails. I saw his fucking thumbnail from today. And I'm like, are you out of your fucking mind, dude? Like, what are you doing? Stop putting shit in the background that people can't fucking see. Like, there was one thumbnail from 3 or 4 days ago where he literally has 2 cards side by side. And then on top of that, he's got like a top 10 thing posted. And then on top of that, he's got words posted. So you can't see any of it. It's just a pile of garbage. And then on top of that, he's got more words. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, I sent him a whole bunch of texts saying, this shit is fucking triggering me, bro. I'm like, you get an A+ for this shit. You get a D- for this shit. What the fuck are you doing? Jensen, immobilized for 2 weeks. That's a long time. That's a long time. I'm hyped. I'm hyped about Lord of the Rings, man. I'm hyped about having a good time with it. I don't care. Like, I'm gonna be fully transparent. I need to have fun with my fucking hobby right now. That is what I need in my life. I have too much going on a personal level that's weighing me down to the point where other people can fucking see it. So I need more joy. That requires active fucking focus and intent. So I like a lot about The Lord of the Rings. And the good news is the shit that's actually triggering people about The Lord of the Rings doesn't trigger me. I don't give a flying fuck about the character changes they made. They ain't impacting my enjoyment of the set in the fucking slightest. So, whatever, I ain't gotta worry about it. I'm leaning into having a good time. I ain't trying to tell anybody else they got to, but anybody who wants to have a good time with me, cool. Anybody who wants to have a bad time and grumble about it, that's cool. I'll be with you grumbling about some other stuff in a bit, but for now, Daddy's got to lean more into like rubbing the good times. I wish that I could go full tilt on the Lord of the Rings and get like collector boxes and everything and just go smorgasbord crazy this weekend. But I'm gonna live it up with the pre-release and the bundle because that's still plenty. That's still plenty, baby. Positive attitude, good times. Good times. Oh, so how many years you guys figure until the AI replaces me? Which precon looks the best? Oh, dude, Food and Fellowship. Holy fucking shit. I love that deck. I want it. It's so much fun. I vibe with the hobbits, right? They got heroic spirits, but ultimately they just want to spend their time with family in a nice, comfortable environment with good food and good, like, just the finer quality stuff, enjoying life, you know? Like, and not worrying about too much in the terms of complications. They're just a very endearing kind of people. And the magic cards that they've based around them are a lot of fun. Cards that increase the number of hobbits that are there based on how much food you have. Everybody's bringing food. Everybody wants food. Even the villainous people are like, I'm the villainous hobbit. I'll come and take your food. You know, like it's such a cool vibe. The token in there, the fucking halfling token is a Tolkien token. There was a bunch of cool cards in that deck. Like, I like all the commander decks, but that one in particular is fucking cool. What's a collector box in Canadian monies? They're the collector boxes for Lord of the Rings are fucking hold on. With the tax. With the tax. It's such an obscene number that I never bothered to check. Let's see here. $590. Yeah. Oh, $600. It's crazy. Nathan, you're not going to get a chance to play The Lord of the Rings for an age or two. Come back with a full report on the joy. I will. Post a pic of the pool and build. Oh, okay. I'll try and remember to do that. Callaway, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Habanero, excited for your lady friend. When I read that, it makes me think of The Big Lebowski. Stay away from my lady friend. Sorry, I wasn't trying to mess with your special lady. She's not my fucking special lady. Stay away from my fucking special. Stay away from my fucking lady friend. Why did I do that to myself? Stop bellowing, you idiot. I've been hampered by the gods. They've shackled my innate abilities, my loudness, my humor. All bring me pain. Did I watch the Amazon show? Oh no, I'm not fucking stupid. I'm not an idiot. I knew that the Lord of the Rings show was going to be the equivalent of what they did to the Wheel of Time. And I'm like, here's my thing. I don't care that the Lord of the Rings show changed what characters look like. I don't care. I don't care what the dwarves look like. I don't care that it doesn't match the book. I don't care about any of that. What I really care about, for real, like 1,000%, what's super, super important to me is story. Good writing. And writing like stones sink to the bottom because they don't look up in the water is some of the most crackheadest nonsense I've ever heard. Like, so I knew that it was going to be bereft of anything reasonable in terms of writing. I assume that it has to be almost as bad as The Wheel of Time. The Wheel of Time is the worst adaptation I've ever seen of anything. Like, I went back through every book before it came out, and then I watched the show with Carly, and in the first episode right away I went, wow, they're making a bunch of changes to this. And by the time they were clapping for Egwene when she came into the inn, I was like, oh, this is a completely different story. We're doing something completely different. And then 10 minutes into the episode, Carly turned to me and said, "Why does this show hate men?" And I said, "I don't know." And she'd never asked me anything like that. We don't have discussions like that. That's not something we normally talk about, because who cares? But it was so blatantly spread into the show that she had to ask me, because this was something I was excited about. Like, I had been going through 12 books talking about this coming out. Here we are, the first day. Here we are checking it out. So it's this thing, and I'm watching it going, well, don't start shit talking it right away. Don't talk about all the things that are wrong with it, because it might ruin Carly's enjoyment of it. I didn't want to ruin it for her in case she was enjoying it, but like, at a certain point, when all the old ladies were killing the Trollocs and Lan's like walking around naked as Moraine's like butt slave, and you're just like, oh, yeah. So this isn't even Wheel of Time, is it? Okay, well that's cool. Like, I watched the first full episode. I watched 10 minutes of the second episode and said, oh yeah, no, I can't watch this. I can't have the like. Perrin wasn't allowed to be the blacksmith. His wife had to be the blacksmith, and she hated him, and she had to die. And even though she hated him and was frigid towards him, he had to be troubled by that. And it's like, what about Fael and all this? Like, what is this? And why is Matrum's father a horrible person? Why does he have to be an awful scumbag now? What is this? Like, legit, when Carly went, why does this show hate men? It was dripping with it. It was insane. I just went, oh, that's a shame. You had an amazing property that you've wasted, but hey, maybe other people enjoy it. I'm not worrying about it. I'm not spending my time going out and railing against companies about shit that doesn't matter, that they ain't gonna change. That's why when it comes to Magic the Gathering, you'll hear me focus on things like card quality, the health of the game, right? All that stuff. That's the stuff that matters for Magic. The rest of this is window dressing. It's all lies that they'll tell you now to get your money. That's it. They'll turn around to another country and completely go, we don't even believe that shit we're talking about. Right now, guess what? Guess what month it's not in China, right? Guess what every company isn't doing in China? Guess what Wizards of the Coast isn't running around trumpeting in China going, here you go. Like, it's all empty. So that's what all these companies are doing. The people who made Wheel of Time, that's empty bullshit too. There's nothing there. So you just go, okay, whatever. I don't care. Who gives a shit? There's a million things in life I can enjoy. I'm not going to let myself get worked up about it. It's like, bro, I still got 12 fucking books. They rule. So, it's like the Lord of the Rings thing. It's like, hey, it sucks that they did that, but it also absolutely doesn't fucking matter. It does not matter. If you have fun picking it apart, and dude, that's what I do with Magic. That's cool. But you can never pretend like it actually matters, because it can't possibly matter. It's like, oh, I'm sorry, we're talking about 3D printing fucking new organs for like children who are dying in the hospital. Oh no, I'm sorry, what was that about a fucking fantasy property that you like? Yeah, I'm sure this is super important. Do go on. You know what I mean? We got to keep it within the bounds of reasonability and reality. Oh, guys, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna be real. I don't want to talk about the fucking world smoking, burning, all that stuff. It's a bummer. It's a bummer, and I already got enough to bum me out right now with my brain and other stuff, like in the back and all that. So let's steer the conversation into something else, right? Not stuff that's affecting my family and people I care about and all this fucking shit. Oh, James P. in here shilling, getting habanero to watch Clerks 3. Oh, I forgot what the hell the name of that one guy is. That doesn't matter. Nathan, yeah, the rain is nice. The rain is nice. It helps to calm things down to a degree. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the Lord of the Rings stuff. I think it's going to be a good time. And that's what I'm in need of right now. When I go to the LGS, nobody's there all fucking like being pissy and whatever. You find that online. You find people, but like at the game store, they're just there to have a good time. Me too. Me too. Is my back a bone? My back is a fucking gigantic soup noodle made of sadness and pain. Silky, you have an idea for a magic card? Would I rate it, please? Sure. Sure. You want to know if it's too broken? It probably is. Usually people-made cards are too broken. But Wizards makes a bunch of broken shit now, so why the fuck not? Lay it on me. I'd actually been thinking maybe sometime we'll do one of those looking at AI magic card streams, you know? Where it's like looking... Not AI looking at magic cards. Having AI look at magic cards. But like us look at AI magic cards and talk about them, you know? Ashmead, you're going to reread the Wheel Time books. Nice. Do it up, buddy. Silky Wilkie with the fat super chat. It is a blue and a white for an enchantment. It's a saga. It's got flash. Read ahead. For as long as you control the saga, creatures enter the battlefield tapped. 2, draw a card if an opponent controls a tapped creature. 3, the second spell cast this turn costs 2 more to cast. Oh, okay. So because it's got read ahead, you can choose to have any of this happen the turn you put it out. So for 2 mana, you have 3 options as an enchantment. You can either have creatures enter the battlefield tapped, draw a card if the opponent has a tapped creature, or the second spell cast this turn costs 2 more to cast. That doesn't feel too strong. Like that could be an uncommon, I'd say. Like, right? Maybe it's too versatile. Then I'm not seeing how it might. It depends on the meta as well, right? But like, if you choose to like make somebody's spell cost more, then you don't get to do the earlier ones. And like, are you really going to read forward to draw a card if an opponent controls a tapped creature? You're paying 2 mana to do this. You're paying 2 mana to like, boom, before your creatures come out this turn, they come into play tapped. So I feel like it's trending more towards being underpowered than overpowered. That's what I would say. I'd say like uncommon, you might be able to tweak it up a little bit stronger based on the current state of Magic, you know? Yeah, it triggers on your upkeep, but like the triggering it on your upkeep is garbage for the third ability, right? Like you literally are hampering yourself for the third part of it. The third part is a drawback. What honestly the third ability should say, the next time a second spell would be cast in a turn by an opponent, counter that spell. It should create a delayed trigger that waits until one of your opponents casts a second spell in the turn and then slams that with the like something like that. Like the costing 2 more thing as the third ability is the third part allows you to cast a spell without being counterspelled. Oh, you got to change the wording then. Because it just says, the third just says the second spell cast this turn costs 2 more to cast. It doesn't change the fact that it's being cast. You've just increased the casting cost. So you're paying 2 more and I counter your shit. So unless you tack on it can't be countered this turn, that's not the way the rules work. So you'd be sitting there holding your dick going, wait, what? Yeah, no, it still normally was cast. You just had to pay an additional cost while casting it. That doesn't change the fact. If you pay an alternate cost to cast a spell, you're still casting that spell, right? So that part definitely needs some tweaking. I would say a delayed trigger that slams the second spell one of your opponents plays, because then it's pretty strong, right? It's 2 mana that says the second spell you play in a turn is getting hit no matter what it is. But then it also allows them to play, like they can play a normal spell and then play a spell they don't care that much about to fizzle it out, right? The third trigger is meant to be counterspell hate, but you have to cast it before you cast your spell, right? So you have to pay 2 mana in advance, and there are spells that will just make your next spell uncounterable for like 1 mana, right? So like, and that will only, the second spell cast this turn costs 2 more to cast. Oh, okay. Oh, I see. Yeah, well, here's the thing, man. You cast that while it's on the fucking stack, I cast another spell. Guess what? We're already past the second spell. So go ahead and cast some shit, I counter it. Like, that is not strong enough. I feel very comfortable saying that. Callaway says, thanks for what you said yesterday, buddy. Help me get into the work zone. No problem. I know there's a lot of challenges that you can face when doing all this YouTubery, bro. So, like, if you want it to stop counters or whatever, you could just say, like Like opponents can't cast spells that target your spells this turn, or all your spells have hexproof or some weird shit like that, right? No, Silky. No. You put the spell on the stack, right? So here's how it works. You cast your fucking spell on the stack. And then in response, I go, I'll play draw a card. That's just the name of the spell. I draw a card. My draw card spell resolves. Now your enchantment resolves. It's sitting on the board. And you go, I'm flashing forward. The second spell cast this turn costs 2 more. Well, the game already goes, 2 spells have been cast. If I cast a spell while your enchantment's on the stack, we already passed the point the game is looking for. So we'll invalidate it. So all it will take to completely upend that is a 1 casting cost or 0 casting cost instant. That's how easy it is to fucking foil that plan. So again, it is definitely not strong enough for the purpose that you want it for. It definitely needs to be tweaked upwards. Millmaster making Oko desparked. What? Whenever Oko desparked enters or attack, create a food token. Target creature artifacts becomes a 3/2 green elk. No more elks. Super duper. What are you doing? Get out. We're not doing Okos. I know you guys want to do Oko. Still, my word says an improvement to the card be to make the first spell you cast that turn uncounterable. Absolutely incorrect, because the first spell you cast that turn is the fucking enchantment itself. So you'd cast it and it would go, I make the first spell I cast uncounterable. No, it has flash, so you cast it on your opponent's turn, then the third trigger resolves on your turn. Okay, yep. Still not good enough. That's fine, but it's not good enough. Under your optimal conditions, where you flash it out on your opponent's turn and read ahead 2 turns, or wait 2 extra turns, just to make 1 spell cost 2 more mana. That's not good enough, you know? It's not. You were worried that it was too powerful, but it's not. Don't worry. Don't worry. Yeah, well, you don't have to worry. It's not close to broken. It's not close to broken. But you will find probably that the abilities won't get used as much as you want the way you want. So it will, like, the card, when you read it, you picture play a certain way. But then when you actually play, you'll find out, oh. I've learned that over the years a lot with different Magic cards from different sets and experimentation way back in the day, right? It's just the nature of the beast. David, have I tried Spectre Root Beer? I don't think I've ever heard of it. If somebody's mentioned it before, I don't even remember. Well, you know what's funny is I saw fucking Nikachu doing these kind of streams where he talks about Magic cards and all this shit. And I was like, yeah, I don't know if that would be a good idea for a stream like this. And then I'm like thinking about it as we're doing this, going, oh yeah, no, honestly, this is like people's fan-made cards, AI cards. It's the perfect kind of thing to talk about because there's all kinds of different angles to talk about it from. So I think we're going to, you know what, let me make a note of that. Oh no, I can't. I can't reach over there. Oh wait, I'll just erase one of these notes. That'll work. Haven't done anything with this one anyways. Who cares? The fuck was I about to write down? My back started to hurt. It's making me forget. Oh, yeah. Look at cards. AI-fan. Gotta make enough of a note that I'll remember. There we go. Yeah, Kenzuki, that's true. The original Time Walk said your opponent loses next turn, and people didn't realize that meant they just lose the next turn in the game. It was like 1 blue and 1. You lose next turn. And it's just like so powerful. An AI-generated card that says when you deal combat damage to a player, destroy the player. Overpowered AI cards, ridiculous AI cards, that kind of stuff can be fun for sure. Super duper, you're not wrong about it being terrible wording as well, bro. That is one of those cases where the people who were like doing it just felt like, well, that's clear enough. It's very obvious what it does, and didn't comprehend that anybody else would come along and be like, oh, this just lets me win, right? Like, that's funny. Habanero, yeah, ain't that the way, right? Any kind of fan-made cards you made back in the day will seem weak by comparison now, because the stuff they make is crazy. Oh. Spiffin, you think a lot of people making new cards is based on their experiences and what they would like to have had in situations where they lost? And that makes sense. It's either that or just like insane over-the-top cards where it's like, see how much power we can slam onto one card. Oh, God. It's hilarious. The pain noises make it sound like I'm fucking taking a dump here. David, I'm a big fucking root beer fan too, buddy. I like the Barks the most. Some root beers I don't like at all, so they're not all winners. Like Dad's root beer's not for me. Yeah, super duper. For real, Sarah Angel was a house and Shivan Dragon was a nightmare. Do you have like a Mahamodi or something? No? Well, guess what? You're getting Mana Flare Fire Breathe, bitch. And I'm like, I got a fucking webbed aspect of Wolf Elvish Archer. It's like, what? Yeah, it's a fucking... it's a 7/7 first strike, bro. What? Yeah, I'm gonna get in the way of that dragon. That was fun. I liked having creatures that screwed up my opponent's shit. Elvish Archers were awesome for when people slapped down Ball Lightnings. I loved that. People were running Ball Lightnings, and I'm just like, Maze of Ith. Maze of Ith wasn't restricted to begin with. I remember reading Maze of Ith and going, this is the most insane thing. This is insane. I'm like, I have to get these from all my friends, but I can't let them know that that's what I want because this card's so fucking strong. I don't even want them to read them. I do not want my friends to read the Maze of Ith and understand how strong it is. How the fuck do I fool all my friends? So I picked up the phone and I started calling my friends and saying, yo, I'm building an Ith deck. Got any Ith cards? Yeah, I got a Wand Ith. I got a Maze Ith. I got Barl's Cage. It's like, what? Now that mentions Ith in the flavor text. Great, I'll take them all. And I traded all of them off of all my friends so that I would have a playset of Maze Ith. And they were common, so it wasn't that fucking hard to do. So I got 4 Mazes of Ith, put them in my deck. My friends didn't notice Maze of Ith. So they're busy going, oh, check out the Ball Lightning. I'm going to put the Ball Lightning in here. And they'd be like, oh, okay, sweet. So we sit down and shuffle up, put on my Ball Lightning. 3 red, 6/1 trample. Dies at the end of turn. Coming in for 6. Sweet, I'm going to activate my Maze of Ith. What's that do? Oh, it lets me remove it from combat and it doesn't deal damage this turn. What? Yup. So what happens at the end of the turn? You sacrifice that fucking thing. Looks like you wasted your mana. Anyways, my turn. Elvish Archers were great for that too. I'll attack with the Ball Lightning. It's 6/1 trample. Okay, I'll block with my 2/1 Elvish Archers. Okay, you take 5 trample. No, 2/1 first strike. Your Ball Lightning's dead. I take nothing. What? It's like, pay attention, dude. Also, Maze of Ith against Juzum Jins. Holy shit, bro. I'll put down my Juzum Jin. Second turn, Dark Ritual, Juzum Jin. Great. Maze of Ith. Go ahead. I take 1 from my Juzum. I'm down to 19. Attack you for 5. You're down to... I'll maze it. What's that do? Removes it from combat. What? Yeah, untap it. Doesn't hit me. Uh-oh. Yeah, go. I'm at 18. Go. I'm at 17. Go. I'm at 16. Why aren't you casting shit to kill? It's like, fuck you, dude. I'm gonna watch you Juzum kill you, loser. And then if I can watch this, put on another fucking maze. Come on, put on another creature. It was awesome. I loved it. I loved being a dick like that. Being like, look what I got. Fuck you. So yeah, it didn't take long before Maze got restricted down to 1 because it's busted. That thing is busted. They didn't have pillages? What? They didn't have a card from Alliances when the Dark came out? Yeah, that's how time works, Millmaster. That's how chronology works. So you're thinking, hey, I know about some old cards, but you don't know the fucking timeline. Yeah, those cards didn't fucking exist. So no, people didn't have cards that didn't exist. They also didn't have anything from Ixalan in their deck when we were playing. Because that's how time works, you see. That's how it's fucking sequential. So you've got the sets that come before, like the Dark, which comes before Alliances. So when that was printed, Alliances didn't exist. So no, they didn't have pillages. You had to use Sinkhole. Sinkhole, baby. But it doesn't matter because you can't change your deck mid-game. All you can do is die to your Juzum. Right? And guess what? I play green. So I got regrowths. And after a while, I put blue into my green deck for Time Twisters. and Time Walk and Ancestral Recall. So I had a fucking green deck with Elvish Archers and all that shit. And then I was like, oh, I'll put it all back in my hand. Let's do it again. Oh, I'll fucking Tormod's Crypt Your Graveyard. Let's shuffle it all back in. Relaxing water. Why don't I have a Whatnot? I'd be the top streamer. Well, you know what? That's a nice thing to say. But I'm pretty sure Whatnot is like, you got to sell stuff, don't you? I'm not a merchant, friend. I'm an entertainer. I'm a comedian. If I have to sit here and open packs for you all day and ship them out to you, I'm not looking to have a job working in retail. Do you know what I mean? Like, that to me is horrific. Hey, I didn't get my cards. When are my cards coming? These got lost in the mail, all this other shit. There is no fucking chance on this earth that I'm getting involved in that. I don't care what the profit is. You make $20 extra booster. I don't care. That's a nightmare that will drive me the fuck off of being on the internet. That's not what I'm here for. I want to entertain for real. Like, not go buy this booster pack that I opened for you guys. You know what I mean? Like, I open packs for your guys' enjoyment for sure, but none of this happened to mail shit. Like, I get fucking anxiety over stuff not getting to people when I mail it. So now I've got people who are fans of me, who like me enough to have spent money, and if any of it goes missing, now I either have to deal with an angry fan or losing my money, replacement, whatever else. Fuck no. Fuck no. You know? It's not my thing. I appreciate that you think that I'd be good at it, but unfortunately it's not. Like, there's been multiple people who have approached me about it. Like, this one guy was like, yo, let's do this thing on Whatnot. And I'm like, oh, how's this work? He's like, I got a whole bunch of booster packs, and basically you just live stream and people buy the booster packs, you have a good time. And I'm like, all right, that sounds cool. Like, we can maybe give that a try. And he's like, okay. So he's like, I'm thinking that I'll send you like 500 of these and you sign them and we can include them. And I just already was like, I'm out. No, this sounds awful. I don't want to handle merchandise. There wouldn't be any Magic Historian merch at all if it wasn't for shit like Teespring, where they make it, they do everything. I go, here's what I want it to look like. They do fulfillment, all of it, and they cut me a part of it. Here you go. Here's your commission for designing it and everything else, all that. And it's like, thank you, and they handle all of it. I don't want to be a merchant. It's not for me. You know, like, I don't want to. Millmaster, I wanted mazes that badly. Yeah, Habanero Masticore was insane. Kanzuki says, send your fans things they don't want, then if it gets lost in the mail, it's a win-win. That's funny. Silky haste doesn't matter, bro. You put out a haste creature, the fucking maze is there. It's like good to go right away, right? So as soon as I get the maze out, it can stop anything. It's awesome. Maze of Ith is so strong. David, my consistent cadence on my openings are always so on par. You get to practice, which helps you with your VO. No problem. VO means very old for anybody who doesn't know. People like that shit, you know? People like the fucking intro. People like the consistency. Plus, there's a particular consistency to the way that I talk. You guys probably have spent enough time listening to me now that when you read my comments, when you read things I put in text, you hear it in my voice, right? Relaxing, what isn't Whatnot just for selling stuff? Like, what's the point of going over there and streaming versus being here? That's the thing. I don't see the purpose. I do like to fuck around and have fun. So nothing's off the table, but it just needs to make sense. Millmaster, yeah, mono artifacts. If you didn't understand, you can only use it once. Yeah, that really seems busted. Baxter. Actually, no, I don't think I ever used the mace in that like tricky way of removing my own guy from combat when the other guy got too big. But that's probably because getting guys too big was my specialty. You know, I was the one with the giant growth, the berserk, the fucking aspect, the wolves and shit. Everyone else was flinging fireballs and all like mana burn, all like not mana burn, mana flares, fireballs, Shivan dragons, fucking Mahamodis and all that shit. And I was over there as a greenie boy going, I'm gonna make a gigantic force of nature and I'm gonna cram it all the way up your ass, bro. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take this force of nature. I'm gonna put 2 fucking aspects of wolf on it. It's a fucking 16/16. I'm coming in with it. I'm fucking double giant growth in it. And now I'm berserking it. Get fucked, bro. Coming at you for like 44, fuckface. Block it with all your creatures. You're still dead, you little skank. Oh, what's that? What's that? You want to terror it? No. Sword of the Ages. Sacrifice it. Cut your head off. I miss my Sword of the Ages. Oh, relaxing, hanging out in a stream instead of being the streamer. Oh, yeah, totally. I do that kind of stuff too, man. I go and hang out in streams. That's totally doable. Oh, man. Whew. A mailmaster, that's a sad statement you're making that I feel is too true. It's too true. Wizards of the Coast doesn't care about their fucking IP anymore. You can tell from the statements that Mark Rosewater is making that we have so much universe beyond stuff that Magic is probably going to be more universe beyond than in-universe shit, right? So it's a little disappointing that way, but what are you gonna do? I'm just gonna fucking enjoy myself, man. I want to have a good time. I want to love Magic fully. I want to get back into actively adding to my cube. What happened was even diminishing my enjoyment of collecting my brother's war set, but I'm ready to full on love again. Yancey, you know what's nutty? Terror is extremely effective, and oh, just disconnected here. That's weird. Okay. I assume I'm back. Terror didn't get run nearly as much as it should have. Neither did Swords to Plowshares. So my Force of Nature didn't die nearly as often as you would think. Like that Terror situation, that was when we got more evolved down the line. It was nutty, like straight up. Most creature kill was burn. The way to kill creatures was to just set them on fire. Gigantic fucking split fireballs with mana flares and shit, but rarely ever saw a terror. And so the Force of Nature was decent because the 8/8-ness meant, yo, are you doing a fireball or whatever? You better have a ton of mana to kill this fire. Like, you're not able to split it and donk a bunch of dudes. I loved it. I loved it. Ashmead, Alpha Force action, hell yeah, bro. At some point when Universe Beyond so ubiquitous Magic, I'll have a secret layer that just features original Magic stuff. It's that will happen. Terra's art was printed the wrong way. That's true, but I think it makes it better. Genuinely. Terra's art has always been evocative, and I think part of it is the weird alignment of it. It was a mistake, but a mistake that worked, right? Royal Assassin was a house, Katai. Royal Assassin was fucking incredible. I hated Royal Assassin with a passion because that was a real answer to the Force of Nature. I was like, oh God. Oh God. And when somebody had a Royal Assassin and an Icy Manipulator, like, yo, this isn't fair, man. I remember when I won my buddy's fucking Royal Assassin, because we used to play for Ante back in the day. We used to play for each other's cards. God, I feel so old. We used to play marbles in the fucking dirt for each other's marbles and then switch to Magic. And now nobody plays for each other's stuff anymore, right? Because it's a different world now. It's a different world. But that's fine. Who gives a shit? Like, kids need to be fucking gambling with each other. David, you played the Lord of the Rings card game? The ones with the Neeker Breaker promo cards? I remember that. Waffle, you like the fireball that has the Y in the casting cost? What about the ultimate nightmare of Wizards of the Coast that has an X, Y, and Z in the casting cost? Kensuke, you want to talk about crazy Glasses of Urza shit. Get this. People used Glasses of Urza to cheat. And they never got to do it against me because I was like, yo, that's not how this works. But other people would let them. So, you would play Hymn to Turok. Hymn to Turok is a sorcery. Target player discards 2 cards at random. Now, when it's time to discard cards at random, how we would do it back in the day is you just go like this. You hold out your hand, and your opponent just grabs some cards and throws them. So these cheaters would cast the Hymn to Turok, and then in the middle of the resolution, when you held your hand out like this, they'd be like, I tap my glass of Urza to look at your hand. And people would turn around and show them their hand. And they'd be like, no. That's not how this works. Hymn to Turok does 2 cards at random. You don't get to pick them because you can see my hand, you fucking idiot. Here's how this works. You want to do this in the middle? Fine. Here's my hand. Now, and I flipped it back around and shuffled it. Now you can randomly pick 2. And you're like, dude. And I'm like, no. That's not how this works. Fuck you. Right? Because I've always been a rules lawyer from day one. And you didn't win that argument. Nobody fucking wins magic rule arguments with me. Because I always knew the rules best. That's how you win. That's how you win. There was a reason I ended up being the fucking judge. There's a reason I've been judging magic tournaments since the fucking 90s, right? A rules lawyer in D&D to the point where, like, my buddy would make broken characters and I'd be like, actually, you can't. That's against this rule. That's against this rule. That, like, full-on D&D rules lawyer right here, baby. Really good at it. Really good at fucking you with your wishes in Dungeons and Dragons. Really good at creating unfuckable wishes where it's really hard for the DM to screw them up and hose me. I got them skills, boy. I got them skills. But, you know, whatever. These fucking cheaters with the Hymn to Turok, those bastards. You won't get away with this. All right. I'm going to go get some more pain shit from my back, boys. So I'm going to be heading out. Thanks for coming and hanging out. I must descend into the waters of death to escape my pain. Goodbye until I reanimate tomorrow like Jesus.